Well, things are really heating up in Washington as they're supposed to be getting along to try to prevent our country from defaulting and prevent Social Security payments and, well, pretty much all payments, payments to the military, payments to people on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, SNAP payments, everything from defaulting and the country from running out of money. They're Republicans and Democrats are supposed to be getting along to come to an agreement to raise the debt ceiling, but instead, they're literally just at each other's throats. Take a look at what just happened as the Republicans ousted Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar from her committee seat, and AOC went ballistic on the House floor. Take a listen here.
Thank you. Now, as also as a fellow New Yorker, I think one of the things that we should talk about here is also one of the disgusting legacies after 9/11 has been the targeting and racism against Muslim Americans throughout the United States of America. And this is an extension of that legacy. Consistency, there is nothing consistent with the Republican Party's continued attack except for the racism and incitement of violence against women of color in this body. I had a member of the Republican caucus threaten my life, and you all and the Republican caucus rewarded him with one of the most prestigious committee assignments in this Congress. Don't tell me this is about consistency. Don't tell me that this is about a condemnation of anti-Semitic remarks when you have a member of the Republican caucus who has talked about Jewish space lasers and an entire amount of tropes and also elevated her to some of the highest committee assignments in this body. This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology when my life was threatened. Thank you.
And don't forget, we just had a major balloon fly over our country, the Chinese spy balloon that they're calling it, that was just shot down. And Republicans and Democrats are basically blaming each other for it. And, well, take a listen to this.
Secretary Blinken did cancel his trip to China after it was disclosed that this balloon was flying over the U.S. What additional consequences should there be for the Chinese government now?
Well, I think the first consequence has to be we have to decide what are we going to do the next time one of these things heads this way? Because I don't think it'll be the last time. I think you'll see it again. Beyond consequences, I'm not sure there should be a direct individual consequence. I think the broader relationship between the U.S. and China, to anyone who has any doubts about it, now the bottom line is here, and that is we are now China has been for some time and will be the primary strategic adversary of the United States, and we should be focused on it because what they're trying to do is create a world in which they are the most powerful nation and the United States is a great power in decline. That is what they believe to be the case. That is what they are working on. And we have to determine whether we're going to allow the world to head in that direction or not. And then there's all sorts of things we need to do, from how we're postured militarily in the Indo-Pacific all the way to what kind of companies do we allow to operate in the United States and spy on us because we've invited them in, because they're in our infrastructure, in our telecommunications infrastructure, because they're buying land, because they're buying farmland, because they're wiping out key industrial capabilities of this country. There's all kinds of things that need to be discussed when it comes to China, because this is the issue of the 21st century.
The Chinese government says now that the U.S. has shot down that balloon, they reserve the right to use whatever means they want to deal with any similar situation. There's even talk in the Global Times, which is basically a Chinese mouthpiece, that shooting down what they say is a civilian balloon sets a dangerous precedent, and they might shoot down U.S. civilian apparatuses. What do you make of that? Are you fearful at all of this escalating?
Listen, if we were to fly anything over China, they're going to shoot it down. They're going to shoot it down. And they're going to and they're going to take pictures of it, and they're going to go bonkers about it. So I don't know what statement they're making. You can't fly anything over China now, anyways. I mean, if we were to do that, if we were to fly a balloon over China, if the Goodyear blimp flew over China, they'd shoot it down. So it's what they do over there. It's silly talk. Bottom line is, I think that's what we should expect, anyways.
Yeah, who's kidding who? Do you think we could go fly a balloon over China and they wouldn't shoot it down? You let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Honestly, do you think we fly spy balloons over China and just haven't got caught? Let me know your thoughts here in the comments section. Do you think this is something that the US does? over the rest of the world? You think this is something done commonly by other nations high up in the sky? What do you think? Do you think this is something that is being done here right now? Yeah, and if that's not some crazy enough news for you today, check out this headline. Massachusetts prisoners who donate organs may get less prison time. Yeah. And could this type of thing be happening in other states here in the US as well? Well, maybe. Here's the details on this because I seen this and thought this is absolutely crazy. Yeah, check this out. Inmates should be able to donate organs or bone marrow in exchange for reduced prison time, according to a proposed bill in Massachusetts right now. Donors would receive at least 60 days, but no more than 1 year off their sentence. So they could actually reduce their sentence down to nothing, depending on their time. Two state lawmakers, both Democrats, claimed the bill would restore bodily autonomy to incarcerated people. But critics warn it is unethical and preys on inmates' desperation. Yeah. Organ donation is currently allowed in U.S. federal prisons, but only if the recipient is an immediate family member, and this could drastically change things. The proposed bill in Massachusetts is designed to establish a donation program within the state's Department of Correction. Nearly 5,000 residents in the states are on an organ transplant waiting list already. However, critics of the bill believe that it perpetuates stereotypes about inmates as, quote, subhuman, saying, quote, it's just this sort of idea that we have this class of subhumans whose body parts we will harvest because they're not like us, or because they're so desperate for freedom that they'd be willing to do this. Yeah, things that make you go, and it kind of makes you wonder here with all the people that are in prison, what could happen? Yeah, and honestly, with some of the things going on in the world today, we've seen stranger stuff happen. What do you think? Is this something that could happen? And if it does happen, what are your thoughts on it? Even if it doesn't happen, it's a proposed bill. What are your thoughts? Are you for it, against it? Is it something that's for a good cause that could help people in need? Or is it just absolutely something that should not happen under any circumstance? I can't wait to read the comments. Have fun reading through the comments as it is already down below. If you've ever read through our YouTube comments, we have the absolute best family on YouTube. So if you haven't yet, feel free to join our YouTube family by subscribing down below and then click the bell icon so you don't miss out on our new videos here. We cover a lot of things here that you won't see on the mainstream media, on your local 9 to 5 news here on our YouTube channel. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to click the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. And don't forget to hit the like button and share these videos with anybody that needs to hear about the stuff we cover here. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here's a video about the CIA director warning about an invasion coming from China. That's right. And here is a video that Congress just voted on about a big vote here. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.